Right, so ever since completing Hitman, I've been playing Far Cry 3, and as I've mentioned in previous videos, I haven't played Far Cry 1 or 2. I'm completely new to the series. I didn't really know too much about the series, but I loved the look of all the trailers and all the gameplay and all the hype around Far Cry 3. It was getting rave reviews, a lot of people saying it's their game of the year. So I wanted to play it. I knew I didn't have to know the first two games to play this one, and I've been playing it for a few days now, about 4 or 5 days. I've put about 4 hours into the game, into the single player so far. So yeah, I want to give you my first impressions of the game. Like I said, I will do a review of it eventually when I've completed the game, but as it's such a big game, I wanted to do a video sooner. Just to tell you what I'm thinking about it and everything like that. I'm loving it. I don't know why I haven't been into the Far Cry series before this, because it's unlike anything I've played. It's the first open world first person game that I've played, which I didn't know would work as well as it does, because obviously first person you're very into it, and everything seems much bigger in the first person. For example, if GTA was in the first person mode, I never thought something like that would work, but it does with Far Cry. Everything in Far Cry 3 is designed to get you really immersed into the game. It makes you feel like you are actually the character. I can't remember the character's name. It doesn't say on there, but I think it's Jason. It makes you feel like you are Jason, like you're actually him. You are living through this experience. A brief overview of the story, which I've gathered so far, is you go, Jason and a group of his friends go to this island to kind of have a getaway, have a college holiday, as you would expect, and then they get kind of captured by these pirates who want to use them in the slave trade and everything like that, so sell them off as slaves. Jason, your character, escapes from the camp, and that's where your kind of game begins. It's where all your missions begin. You want to save your friends, and basically you just try and fend for yourself on this island. What I love about it is you have to do everything yourself. You don't just get handed all this stuff. You don't get handed machine guns, shotguns, stuff like that. You have to earn everything. You start off the game with a knife and a pistol, that's it. You get given a pistol, but literally from then you're off to do everything on your own. You can, if you want to, go straight and kind of buy a flamethrower or a big shotgun or something like that and just plow through the story, but I'm not. I've only, like I said, I've done about 4 hours so far, and I've only done about 3 of the missions. That is purely because I'm so immersed into the game and doing all the side missions, hunting animals, because hunting is a very important feature in this game. Like in other games, like in Red Dead Redemption, for example, hunting is in there, but it's not essential that you do it. It's just kind of a bit of fun. But in Far Cry, it's essential because you need it. You need to hunt animals to get kind of skins and everything like that, so you can make bigger wallets, bigger ammo pouches, stuff like that, and bigger rucksacks, so you can loot more money and treasure and everything. And it's very realistic, and it works, because it gives you a sense of achievement once you've kind of crafted an item that you've been looking forward to for a while. And that's what I love. I really love the immersion of the game and how much you really get sucked into it. The actual island is beautiful as well. It's a massive island. You've got a massive play area to kind of have fun in, and there's so much to do. It's unbelievable. There's first person driving as well, which is kind of the first time I've done that in an open world game, which I really enjoy. I really like the driving in this game for some reason. But there's literally loads you can do. There's, as it is Ubisoft, of course, they've done Assassin's Creed. There are a few elements in this which I have noticed that they've kind of borrowed from the Assassin's Creed series, such as instead of viewpoints, now you're climbing radio towers, and once you climb a radio tower, it gives you like an overview of the surrounding area, shows you, well, it clears it up on the map really and shows you kind of key places on the map. So yeah, that's kind of Far Cry's version of a viewpoint from Assassin's Creed, which are the radio towers. Also, there's loads and loads of collectibles similar to Assassin's Creed as well. And I think Far Cry and the recent Assassin's Creed 3 is propelling Ubisoft to my favourite game developer, because everything they do I'm always happy with. I love everything they've recently done on these next gen consoles. Far Cry 3 is probably going to overtake Assassin's Creed 3 as my game of the year. Judging by the early few missions, I can definitely see that happening. Like I said, I've only put about 4 hours into it, and I know it's a very long game and a very big game. That's why I'm doing this video now, because it'll be a while before I get a review out. But yeah, I'm loving every minute of it, and I definitely think you should check it out. Also, want to talk about a little bit is the multiplayer in this game has surprised me very much, and I'm shocked that reviews and other people haven't really spoke about the multiplayer as much. I'm thoroughly enjoying the multiplayer. Personally, I think it's the strongest multiplayer since Call of Duty. As you know, nowadays game developers are kind of pressured into making a multiplayer mode from their games since the kind of popularity of Call of Duty erupted a few years ago, and I think it's safe to say that nowhere gets quite as close to what Call of Duty's level is. I know Uncharted 3 is very popular and that gave it a good go, and me as well. I've put definitely over a day into that, over 24 hours into the online on there. And since I gave Far Cry 3 a go yesterday, since playing yesterday evening, I've put 4 hours into the multiplayer. So just as much time on the multiplayer as I have the single player, and that's saying something because I'm not a huge multiplayer gamer, and I love the multiplayer on this. It's very similar to Call of Duty, and I think it works really well, and I think overall playing Far Cry 3 is going to get me back into Call of Duty. I am getting Black Ops 2 soon, and I think me playing Far Cry 3 has got me into that kind of habit of wanting to play competitive multiplayer first person shooter game. So when I eventually get Black Ops 2 back, I'm going to be straight into it and really excited to play it. So yeah, nothing I can fault about Far Cry 3 really at the moment, but like I said, this is only my first impressions. I will do a review once I've completed it, but first impressions, fantastic game and one you should definitely check out. So yeah, look out for more videos on the game in the future, and that's about it. So leave your thoughts down below, and I'll see you on my next video. Thank you.